In our ongoing quest to find more great oysters around New York City, our next stop was a classic, the Mermaid Inn, also known as the Mermaid Oyster Bar. The Mermaid Inn is owned and operated by longtime NYC restaurant partners Danny Abrams and Sydney Smith, and they've been staples of the city's dining scenes for years. Today they have locations in Chelsea, Greenwich Village, the Upper West Side, and a larger outpost in Times Square. In this video, we visited the Chelsea and Greenwich Village locations, both on very cold winter days, which honestly felt like a perfect excuse to eat oysters. First up, Chelsea. This location is tucked right under the High Line at 10th Ave and 23rd Street, and like all Mermaid Inn locations, they offer a happy hour, so naturally we showed up right when it started. Happy hour featured chef's choice oysters for $1.50 each, which felt very fair for the quality. That day, the chef's choice was the chunu from Virginia's Eastern Shore, an East Coast oyster with light brine and an earthy finish. We started with a half dozen of those, then added 3 more types of oysters. We got 2 Mermaid Cove from Prince Edward Island, Canada. They had tender meat and a briny taste. We then had 2 Pink Moon oysters, also from Prince Edward Island, Canada, specifically New London Bay. These had a clean mineral finish. We finished it off with 2 Island Creek oysters from Duxbury, Massachusetts, which were more expensive than the 2 Prince Edward Island oysters, despite the fact that they are harvested closer to New York City than the others. That brought us to a full dozen with a nice mix of East and West Coast oysters. Since it was dry January, we skipped alcohol and both ordered the Hibiscus Healer, one of their non-alcoholic options, and it was surprisingly refreshing. And as tradition dictates, we ordered the Parker rolls. Warm, buttery, with just a little crunch on the outside. Always a win. For the mains, Ali got the lobster roll. The bread to lobster ratio could have been better, but what it lacked in lobster quantity, it definitely made up with fries. I went with the Cioppino, a hearty Italian-American tomato-based seafood stew. Mine had mussels, shrimp, squid, and firm white fish simmered with tomatoes, wine, garlic, herbs, and onions. This absolutely hit on a cold winter day. To finish, we were treated to free chocolate pudding and a fortune teller fish, which was a fun little surprise. Our total for the Chelsea location came out to $174.63 after tip. Next up, Greenwich Village, located on McDougal Street. The menu had a lot of overlap with Chelsea, but also some new oyster options. Same happy hour deal, and since dry January was still in full effect, we ordered the Spiced Pear Fizz. For oysters, we had a half dozen Wellfleet oysters from Wellfleet Harbor in Cape Cod, Massachusetts. These had an intense brine, creamy texture, and a crisp mineral finish. And we also did a half dozen East Beach Blonde oysters from Niagara Pond in Charleston, Rhode Island. Bright shells, consistently creamy, with a salty sweet balance. At this point, Ali and I are definitely starting to dial in on our preferences, and we've realized we really love the saltier East Coast oysters. To pair with the oysters, we ordered salmon tartare from the happy hour menu, a mini clam chowder, and of course the Parker rolls. The tartare was excellent and actually surprised Ali. Our only critique was that we wished they gave us more crackers. The clam chowder was rich, hearty, and served in a super cute mini mug, almost like a shot glass. A new twist for us was the pesto garnish on top, which we were absolutely stealing for later. The Parker rolls here might have been even better than Chelsea's, slightly fluffier and extra satisfying. To end, once again, free chocolate pudding and a fortune teller fish, which we've now confirmed is a signature touch at these locations. Our total at Greenwich Village was $101.81 after tip. Still a bit pricey. Overall, we really enjoyed both locations. They're great options for a cozy date night or grabbing oysters and drinks with friends. Even though we didn't drink alcohol, the happy hour prices seemed very reasonable for the neighborhood. Both spaces got lively and buzzy as we wrapped up our meals. All in all, the Mermaid Inn is a solid choice if you're looking for reliable seafood in the city. Stay tuned for our next video, where we'll be reviewing the Mermaid Inn's Upper West Side and Times Square location. Until then, stay shucking.